never mind. Oh,
Welcome back guys to another tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to draw esports logos in Adobe Illustrator. So for example, I've created this one. So as you can see, here's evidence, by the way. So find this. So I created these logos. For you guys, for example. So you'll be learning how to draw this and this. So let's get right into it. So these are like one of these esports logos. I'm starting to learn esport logos, but then the technique is actually using pen tools. That's what I found out. So what I'm gonna do right now, this second, is I'm just gonna go over here, and what I'm gonna do is I just copied this just now, and I'm gonna do Control V. Then you can size it up because this is going to be a template. So I put this on Behance. So the link will be down below. And yeah, so what I'm going to do, you can just download this image and place it on here. Or you can just copy it and move it over here. So what you're going to do is I'm just going to first set the opacity to 30. So I'm going to set the opacity to 30. Okay, so what we're first going to do is you're going to go to the pen tool. The shortcut is P. Now what you're going to do is you're going to make a click over here and just do the same exact steps what I'm doing right here. So at the end of the video, this is not that much of copyright, so what you can do is actually, you can do this yourself. You can download the image and then you can just make a template out of it. So what I'm going to do is we're going to click on points. So I see points like this, you're going to click on those. And over at the appearance, make sure you need to set the fill to none. So I can see what's inside. So you're going to keep on doing the shape. Just like this. So this, so the eagle part, I didn't put it on Behance, so what you're going to do, because I'm going to show you step by step, and because that's a little more, you know, looking good. So if I just finish this, you need to create dots and then fill it up. So now what I'm going to do is we're just going to leave it, set it to none. Now we're going to keep on using the pen tool, and you see all these? You're just going to copy them. And by the way, don't think that you're doing something illegal. This is actually just, I made this, so, and it's not copyright to me. It's a no copyright image, and I say that, so you guys can just download it. So what you're gonna do is keep on penning tool it, and what we're gonna do at the end, it'll look unique. It'll look unique by you, but it won't look like it was made by me. But you're just stenciling out the shape, because I can't say these shapes through words. So I'm just going to keep on finishing, just like this. And make sure while you're doing this, the stroke is set to none, and the fill is set to none. So you're just going to keep on clicking. This one looks like an S, so I can say that out, so. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to delete the image. Doesn't mean you delete what you just did. So I forgot one more thing. The eye. You can create the eye yourself, because that's because that part is unique. Now what you're going to do is you're going to color it whatever you like. For me, I'm going to color it this color into a gradient. So it looks pretty good, but so you can change it to any color you like. And what I'm going to do is make it look like a fire logo. So this is going to be just like this. And I'm just going to group it before I do anything else there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create the eye. Now you can create any eye for the lion. And I'm going to show you different types of eyes to get you an idea. So I'm just going to fill it to black so you can see it. So what you're first going to do is you can click this way and angle it by D0 inches. So you're going to create a shape like this. This is what I used for it in the first place. So that's one idea. The second idea is a square. But one more thing. When you create the square, it's a little more rectangle. So, like that. And you can, over at the shapes, ellipse tool, polygon tool, star tool, line segment tool, you can use all those tools for eyes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create the picture in the back. So I'm just showing you how I created it. So I'm just gonna color it all over again and fill this to this color. Except for this one. So this one, I'm going to set it to none so I can see behind the eye. So as you can see, I created the eye by creating that shape. That shape I really like because it goes good with the fierceness of the Esports logo. So yeah. So now I'm just going to fill that to white. Fill this to the color of this. And we can delete the background. And voila! You have a logo. So it's pretty cool. And if you want to create your own gradient, there's over a gradient tool, just like a G, and you can recolor it. So now last thing we can do is we can go to the rectangle tool. The shortcut is M. And I'm just gonna drag from intersect to intersect like we do from the other tutorials. And I'm just gonna arrange and send it to back. And then I'm gonna fill it black. You can do this before you start off. So yeah, so there you go. You have our first esports logo. You can use this in a lot of things. So yeah, so we have the first logo. So I see just a quick replica. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create this eagle logo. So as you can see, there we go. So now we're gonna do is we're gonna make the eagle logo. So what I'm gonna do is, again, I'm just gonna copy it. So I'm just gonna copy it like this, and I'm gonna delete this, and I'm just gonna add this. And as well, I'm gonna set the opacity to 50 this time because there's a little more details and we need to see them. So now I'm gonna zoom in, and we have this image, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom out, place this on the side, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach you from scratch so you can get the idea of what eSport logos are. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna look at this. So when we first started off is we go to the pen tool, the sugar is P again. And what I'm thinking I was doing is I'm just creating a side and then a little point just like that. Then I round it off down, and then I move it down just like this. But I know that would be pretty hard for you guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the image I created. That's where I kept it just in case. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to upload this on Behance. So go check that out. That's also in the link below. So I'm just going to create these shapes. So you can stencil this out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to color it a different color, like red, and make sure to fill it to none because I can't see. And you can just create the shapes, like the shapes I created. just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the stroke to the red I liked. I'm going to set the red like this, and then make it, let's say, about this. That works good. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to put the fur on his eye. So what we're going to do is we're going to stencil that out too. And make sure the stroke is set to none, just like that. And also the fill set to none. Because of the details, we need to see them. So we can stencil these out. I might make more videos like this, but here we go. So you might want to make bear logos, bird logos like this. So for example, I'm creating bird logos now. So there's like thousands of animals in this world, different types of animal species, and so that's why I might even make a playlist of these. So I'm gonna make more videos like this, so stay tuned. So now what I'm gonna do is once I finished the shape, I'm gonna fill it to the color I want. What about this color? There we go. And make sure to, so that's the color we picked. Make sure to keep that in mind. And you see the shading I created here? We'll also pen tool that, so let's do this. Just like that. So we're creating zigzags all around. So one more time. So I need to take the path of this side of the corner so we can fill it a lighter color. So, and we can finish it. There we go. So now I'm just going to fill this and fill it to the color I just used. And now we're going to shade it with the lighter color. Okay. I can lighten the tone. Oh, maybe not that one. That works. Oh, I can't see it. What about this? Let's try to get a color. There. Okay, so we have the shading. Now the last thing we're gonna do is the beak. So I'm just gonna stencil that out. You can also set the shape of the beak lower if you can. And make sure to fill it to none so I can see the details. And I'm gonna make it a slight bit smaller so I don't want to touch the end to give it a style. And I'm just gonna fill that to the color I want. And that's pretty much it. So now I can delete the thing in the background, image, and we have this. And now what I'm gonna do is over here, the main body portion, I'm gonna fill that to the same exact color we used. Pretty cool, right? And that's pretty nice. So now this looks like a firebird. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create the background. So I'm gonna make a rectangle tool. The stroke is M, and I'm gonna fill that black. Set the stroke to none. Oh, there we go. That looks like a mascot logo. So yeah, this is a tutorial on how to draw eSport logos in Adobe Illustrator.